Welcome to today's video, guys. It's another day working on the car. Today we have a few things to do on the Evo. I just cleaned her up for the first time this season. Justin, did you wash yours yet?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
I washed it in the beginning of this year.
Nice. But Justin doesn't know if his cluster's working. His RPMs aren't working right now. Everything else works, right?
Yeah. And so like I'm hoping, I don't know. It used to work.
So he's making me take apart my cluster and seeing if his works in my car, right? That's the plan. You know Ring?
Yeah. Sponsor us.
Sponsor. You have 128,000 miles.
Yeah, dude. Crazy. Yep, it works.
So that RPM actually worked right away. So Justin has some wiring. He got a new harness, for the new engine bay harness. So that means he has a wire wrong from the cluster to the ECU. Right. Somewhere. I get his cluster out because he has to leave early. So let's get that done, and then he can go, and then I can get to work. I'm gonna do the turbo.
You are?
Yeah.
Will you just start it one more time? Even though I saw it move?
It definitely moved.
I know.
100%.
But
and I don't have the ABS light. I just cleaned your cluster, bro. So let's get on with what we have to do today, which is we're gonna get a new turbo today. I do have to mess with my pump still a little bit. We're so close to finishing that. I have to rewire the wire for the relay to the pump. I have a little circuit breaker in there that I want to make cleaner or delete altogether because I really don't need it. Before I start anything, I do want to finish up my wheels. It's kind of crazy. See this? I hope the camera picks it up. Versus this. Look at that. It actually started to rain, so I wanted to get the Evo inside after a fresh wash. I didn't want to just have all that time go to waste. But this is what I'm going to work on next. I have this power wire going to the pump to the relay that has a circuit breaker in. Right now, it's just not very good, to be honest. It's not very safe or anything. So this is what I got right now. Notice it's kind of pretty junky. I do have new clamps that go around it completely. So what should I do? I think I'm gonna keep it, make it look nice. I think I'm gonna use the circuit breaker and make it look nice. There's no harm in not using it, right? Happy to announce we got that project done, so all the wiring looks really clean. We just replaced 2 of those connectors so they look better. So before I had these where it was just on there halfway, just really ghetto rigged. I never really liked it. It was just temporary. Now I have it way nicer. So I actually have the ones that have the full circle, not just like a half circle nutted to it. It's way better. Let's make sure it starts before we move on to the turbo. Good.
One eternity later.
Hope you guys are having an awesome day, just like I am about to be. Working on the yellow Evo today. The main goal today is replacing the turbo, which I know that sounds very happy. However, that means I have to get rid of this pretty manifold right here. I'm actually obsessed with this manifold, so this kind of hurts me. However, this is leading to good things and good opportunities for the car, so I'm okay with it. First thing we got to do is move a few cars around, get the car outside because I kind of want to work in the sun because it's a beautiful day. I want to get the car all on jack stands and then do the turbo, do the downpipe, and just start tearing into it. If you guys don't know which turbo we are switching to, I know I mentioned it a few times in the past videos, but this is the FP Red. I believe it's a 57mm turbo. So unfortunately, we are getting rid of the tubular manifold. However, we are replacing it with a cast iron manifold for the FP Red. This is actually one of the best manifolds because they don't crack. This thing's indestructible pretty much. FP makes it, same as the turbo. So I'm really excited swapping the GT3582R for the FP Red. I'm just pretty sad about taking away this manifold. This AMS manifold is so pretty. So let's not hold off anymore. Let's pull these cars out. Let's get this car on a jack stand and let's get to this project. So if you didn't get a good look at it, this is the FP Red. It's a bit smaller. I think it's a 57 millimeter when that one in the car is a 62 millimeter. So not too big of a difference, but we should see the difference in the results. I'm not sure what you guys think about this, but I always like OEM stuff better just because I like the quality difference. And with this, I do get to use the factory return oil line, so that's nice. I hate emptying my oil drain. I forgot it was filled. Now I put this oil into this using this little thing, and I always make a mess, so now you guys get to witness it. This is so gross. It smells so bad. This smells like diff fluid, trans fluid, oil, coolant. I used everything. This thing's so gross. Right now it's just oil, just to clarify, but. Next, I think I'm gonna undo all the hoses to the wastegate and then probably start working on the actual manifold bolt. So. Not too bad of a mess. I usually do way worse, but I don't run coolant all year. I only run coolant during the winter time so my block doesn't freeze during the winter. Right now I'm just gonna put all water in it and run water all summer because dealing with coolant and the smell and the color and everything, I hate it. And when you have to do any work on your car, you make a mess in your engine bay. When you replace it with water, it's just water. It just dries right off. It doesn't leave anything. It's awesome. Ever since I've started doing that, I won't go back. And this new one that we are running, the FP Red, does have coolant lines also, so we won't be eliminating that unfortunately, but coolant cooled turbos are good. I like them. Alright guys, so we got the turbo out. I made a mess all over my driveway. I got the turbo over here. I got a turbo over there. I got stuff everywhere. This turbo is for sale if anyone wants it. It's a GT3582R. I believe it's a 62 millimeter. It's got a recirculating wastegate. It's got a tile wastegate. 38 millimeter maybe? I have to check on that, but I think it's a 38 millimeter wastegate. It comes with all the lines, the oil line. So if anyone wants that, comment below. So now it's time to put the new turbo on. I think I'm missing a few things, but I don't really know what I'm missing until I get this boy on. So I didn't see anything wrong with all this. Everything looks good. No cracks in here, nothing, everything, all the cylinders look to be the same color, so that's good. I would hate to see one like really white or one way darker than the others, but they all look pretty consistent, so that's good. I don't see any cracks either on the gasket. Sometimes you'll see like little cracks on the gasket that you'll want to replace the gasket, but I think we're all good to throw this thing back together. So let's do some YouTube magic and get this boy on. Ooh, bad snap. Alright, so unfortunately I got stuck and I can't figure out the oil return line. When I got the FP Red, he did send it with the stock return line. It's just not lining up though. So my thought, before I show you what's going on, my thought is use my GT35 return line. It's aftermarket, but it's working a whole lot better than the OEM one that's on there right now that he gave me. Let me show you what's going on. So it's kind of hard to show you, but right now there's a gap right here between the oil line and where it should go. The bolt, this bolt is higher, this bolt is lower than where it should be. So this just is not lining up for me. This is pretty hard. It has a little bit of flex, but it's pretty hard, and there's no way I'm gonna bend this into place. My thought is unbolt this one from here, from the old turbo, and use this line with the AN fitting. So my thought is right now to take everything apart and use that line. So let's get to that and see if that one works. Because if that works, I think I'm at a home stretch and I got everything good. Besides ordering couplers, but that's no big deal. Well guys, unfortunately the car is going away and getting put away while it is down. It is not working right now. The oil return line that he gave me would not fit. I don't know why, but it was bent. I think I showed that in the video. The oil return from the turbo on my last turbo was a different size than the one that came with the new turbo, the FP Red. So I didn't want to just put the old one back on. Matt came up with the option of making our own return line that would work perfectly. I just got to order some bungs and he's going to weld them up for me. So I'm going to order those tonight. Hopefully they get there soon and we can get that going. So I do want to show you guys what's going on just so you guys have a perspective. This line goes to the turbo, and then this one goes to the pan. So what I'm going to do is actually order a 10 AN line because the one that came with the FP Red is a bigger line. So I'm going to order a 10 AN bung, cut this one off, weld the 10 AN to this one, and then weld the other 10 AN to this one that goes to the turbo, and then just have an AN line go for this. That's the holdup right now. I thought I would fill you guys in to make sure you guys had a perspective on what's actually going wrong. So I'm really excited to call John and get this thing tuned so we can actually rip and have fun in the summer. The whole point of these changes are making this thing more reliable, and that's all I'm going for. More reliable and more torque. But it is all mocked up, so I shouldn't be too down on myself. It looks good. I'm happy with it. It looks uglier, but I'm still happy with it. If you guys have been watching for a while, you know why I'm kind of unhappy with this, but it's okay. I'm just mad that I have to get rid of my AMS manifolds because it looks so pretty, but this is okay. I'm happy. Don't let my attitude down, you guys. This is a good thing. Really excited to get all cleaned up, wash my hands. It is so gross. I've been messing with oil because of that return line this whole time. Hopefully we can get those bungs ordered and get that all freshened up so it won't leak or anything and work really good. Hope you guys really like this video. I'm trying to hustle and get this car done as soon as possible to get this thing going during the summer so we can have more content during the summer driving it, not working on it. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Love you guys. See ya.